Question number 1, Nigel Donn.
Thank you, Presiding Officer. To ask the Scottish Government whether the reported legal action by the objectors might cause delay to the completion of the Aberdeen Western Peripheral route.
Stewart Stevenson.
It is likely that the actions of the objectors will cause significant delay to the construction of the Aberdeen Western Peripheral route. However, until we consider the terms of each challenge, it is difficult to be precise about the impact on the project timetable.
Nigel Donn.
Thank you, and I thank the Minister for that response. Is the Minister aware that much of Road Sense's case appears to have already been taken by the Aberdeen Greenbelt Alliance to the Berne Convention and comprehensively dismissed? Does the Minister therefore agree with me that in view of the substantial costs associated with any delay to this project, all the costs of any further appeal should be borne by the objectors?
Minister.
It is worth making the point, Presiding Officer, that we have yet to be served with the court papers associated with the appeal, so we have not yet had the opportunity to examine in any detail what the basis of an appeal might be. We are aware of the Berne Convention activity, but of course in view of the legal issues surrounding this, I am somewhat constrained in what I can say, Presiding Officer.
Richard Baker.
Can the Minister tell us, notwithstanding the legal action, when he expects to invite companies to tender for contracts for constructing the route, and when he'll be able to tell us in more detail what funds the Scottish Government will allocate to the project, as well as the two local authorities?
Minister.
The member will be aware that the two local authorities are committed to provide 9.5% each of the funding, thus leaving the Scottish Government with 81% of the funding for the AWPR, 100% of the funding for the Fast Link route. We have held on our website for some considerable time, and on the 10th of June last year, in answer to a question from Nico Stephen, S3O-10610 I did indicate that we were looking at a non-profit distributing trust as the vehicle for the way forward. In terms of the timetable, clearly that will be governed by the legal challenge to some extent. But however, now that the appeal period is over, we are considering our next steps in very early course indeed, subject to what we see in the court papers when they are served upon us. It may be worth just reminding members too that we did split consideration of the AWPR into separate chunks so that a legal challenge may or may not affect the whole AWPR. We deliberately did that to protect the integrity of the scheme should it be subject to legal challenge, but until we see the challenges we can't be certain whether we succeeded.